Pray, you know, a lot of you in here, some of you have been here since I've been here, and you definitely have built a legacy, and everybody in this room has a legacy you're leaving, and you're building a legacy. You got so much wisdom. You've been through so many experiences in your life, pains and hurts, and you can encourage us, help us. So I just want to say, man, keep doing what God's called you to do.
Did you know that here in this December, in a couple of months from now, that our church is going to be celebrating our 140th year anniversary together? How many of you were members of First Baptist Church Kissimmee 10 years ago? If you're members of the church 10 years ago, let me see, raise your hand. Okay, awesome, we'll keep them up. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 55, how many, 56, 57, 58? So you can tell me how many years you were here as a member of First Baptist? 72 years! Miss Nancy, being here for 72 years, do you realize, and I was not expecting that number, I'll be completely honest, but do you realize that this church, even though you've been here for 72 years, has been here for almost double that stretch of time, serving in our community right here in Kissimmee? We celebrate these milestones, and we rightly should. Because when we remember that us here in this room are more than just a gathering of people for this day, but that we are taking and living out a rich tradition of disciples of Jesus that have been here since the 1800s, it makes us remember that we are part of something that's bigger than ourselves.
Around the theme, but before I tell you what my theme is, I put some things on some tables this morning. If you're at a table with one of my objects, will you pick it up and just hold it up so everybody can see it? Because there's only 4 of them. Any runners even way back when? Okay, there you are. I'm not going to make you do a marathon today, okay? Here in the book of Hebrews, we see illustrations of runners and the Psalms and the Proverbs, right? This idea that God has put us on a journey and we need to pursue Him and His call for our life relentlessly and intensely until He calls us home. And so I want to illustrate that for a minute, and I'm not gonna hurt you. I promise. But I need 4 volunteers. This is a 4-man relay. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. You can run, but I would not recommend that. Okay. So you think they can do it? Okay. Get set. Go. Oh, she's running. She's running. You all did far better than I thought you would. This idea of passing on the legacy of faith that we have received. I want you to think right now, who shared faith with you? Who shared the gospel with you? If you're like me, there's probably a list of people. A list of individuals, beginning with my parents, my grandparents, faithful, dedicated Sunday school teachers.
Jesus. I think about legacy, about what I'm going to leave my family. I have a few children and what they're going to remember me by. Basically, that's about it. I got legacy from my parents. Now I'm going to pass it on to them. Makes me cry.
Has it made you think about the legacy that you're leaving?
Yes, definitely. What I'm leaving to my grandchildren and the future children. And the way this world is today, it scares me to think that if we don't reach them for the Lord, what will it become? The Lord gives us a gift and we need to use that.
Caused me to think very much about my legacy. I've got to do better. And to be able to do better, of course, I've got to do more things that I need to be doing to have to be filled with the Spirit. I definitely want to leave that legacy that I did love the Lord and I sought Him the way I should.
You see, we have a legacy of faith that has been handed to us, that we are beneficiaries of and custodians of right now as the First Baptist Church of Kissimmee. But as individuals, there have been people who have spoken into our individual lives, who have shared the gospel with us, who has made it their point to bring us up and to help us understand how we too can have a personal relationship with Christ. And right now, in our generation, we have the same responsibility to do what was done for us in the lives of those who are coming after us.